I'll take whatever judicial repercussion come from me protecting my family. I don't give a fuck. That's what this country is about. I'm gonna protect my fucking family with this fucking AR-15, my 40 cal Glock, my little 22 Ruger, my little 308 hunting rifle. I don't care. Whatever I grab first, you're getting fucked with first.
Welcome to the Article 1776 podcast. We are your host, Matthew Kicklighter. This is
Scottsdale 87.
the one with the big ass umbilical cord. Or I'm confused. Is it an umbilical cord or is it a dick?
I get the two confused.
You can play hopscotch with it either way. Just play fucking jump rope. So, how are you doing? How are you doing today? What's going on? What's new with you?
Just trying to figure out travel situations for the kid now. She's got to go out to Florida for Christmas. Airplane situations figured out, all that good stuff. Travel stuff. It's fun.
Been a whole lot easier if you
Yeah,
just
well,
moved to a
I like
different
seasons
town.
now. It was fucking 30 degrees this morning when I got up. It's a little cold. It's a little
I don't like soft ass areas, so.
soft ass area.
But yeah, it's like for me,
This area voted Republican, but it wasn't enough this year.
yeah. And even then, you couldn't even get me to move there because here's the thing: you still got restrictions upon ammo,
That's actually that I think that's on the bill to change,
but it hasn't been changed.
but it's in the process of it's still in the works. Like regardless of whether it
And the works is different from has changed.
so, but you have to realize that there actually are people pushing for it.
Yeah, they're pushing for it, but it has nothing been done.
Anyway, keep bagging.
Nah, I mean, it's true though. Why would I? Okay, so there's situations all over the world, like very bad situations. I would not want a government regulation as to how much I can protect my family and what I need to do.
So regardless of what these state regulations are, I don't care. I'm still gonna cover my family's ass, no matter what anybody thinks, what anybody cares, what anybody regulates, and I'll take whatever fine or judicial repercussions have to happen with that. I don't give a fuck about these laws.
Until you run out of ammo.
I mean, I've got ways to get ammo. There's like I work where they sell ammo.
Yeah, but they still have to abide by those regulations.
I have ways to get ammo. Key. Like I don't care about that shit. I have ways to get ammo. I don't care about that. I'm going to protect myself to every means necessary because tens of thousands of men and women have died for that shit. I don't care if fucking some fucking blue hair Karen wants to sit here and say, well, you can't have that AR-15 to protect your house. Fuck you. I
I
don't care what you
completely
think.
agree with that. I'm just saying that weighing the options is
I'll take whatever judicial repercussion come from me protecting my family. I don't give a fuck. That's what this country is about. I'm going to protect my fucking family with this fucking AR-15, my 40 cal Glock, my little 22 Ruger, my little 308 hunting rifle. I don't care. Whatever I grab first, you're getting fucked with first. That's how this fucking
you
country
fucking heard it
is.
right here. Who gives a shit?
That's what's fucking happening.
Like, here's what people don't get is that we don't want to be put into situations to where we have to use it,
God
but
no. God no.
but in times of need, I'd rather much have it than to be completely put off of this earth.
Look, completely on the opposite spectrum of like a gun can take a life, a condom can, well, stop one. But when I was a kid, it was like, have a condom on you, son. Why? Well, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Made sense, right? Made sense, right?
Here's one person that I really do. Yeah, here's a person that I really do respect is by the name of Hustle Queen. You can look up on Instagram. I'm not going to say her full government name, but so this lady, I think it was 3 months or almost 3 years that she was sex trafficked across like different areas, and she learned to get away from that stuff by fighting for her own safety. And now she's teaching Second Amendment
Damn
like
right.
courses and all that stuff. And she's going through all this stuff. Badass lady, beautiful, beautiful bitch, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, you have the God-given right by birth to protect yourself by any means necessary, and no man is allowed to infringe upon that. I don't care what Karen down the road thinks. I don't care what Sheila up the fucking block thinks. It does not matter. Because if it was, okay, Sheila's my neighbor, someone's breaking into her house, and her kids are there by themselves, guess who's going to be there? Well, because I have the option to, I have the ability
Yeah.
to. Everybody has that civic duty. Protect thy neighbor,
Wait before I go any
you
further.
know? Alcoholism.
Let Slingers Whiskey sponsor us. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that'd be great. No, that'd be nice. We should probably look into trying to get a sponsor, even if it's like a soap sponsor.
Quash, get your
Yo,
balls
I
clean.
look. I like Doctor Squatch. Don't get me wrong, but Duke
Yeah,
Cannon donates a proceeds of their portions to U.S. veteran charities,
yeah.
and I
Much like.
much like us, and I love the
Mhm.
fuck out of Duke Cannon. Like they have some amazing ass scents. Right now, I'm using their Buffalo Trace line. It's made with real Buffalo Trace whiskey, and that shit is amazing. Evie loves it. I love it. It's just it smells great.
So
Duke Cannon.
that I do love ad read right there. That's a
That's an
fucking
ad
good
read.
ad read. But no. So okay, I want to try something a little bit
All right, hit
different
me with
here.
it.
Just a little bit different. Normally on this podcast we joke and talk about some shit. Right now I'm gonna spout out some random questions for the both of us, but which Scottsdale I want you to
Okay.
answer first.
Yeah.
What was the earliest video game that you can remember that got you hooked into gaming?
Gonna have to say, okay, that's better. My volume just went up. Okay, so that's gonna be low for the beginning of this. um
Yeah.
the first game, there's actually two.
Okay.
Now the first one I cannot 100% remember the name to, but I think it was a Fire Emblem game where you basically were this orphan kid who was part
Mm-hmm.
cat, part feline, like part kind of like tiger lion
Mm-hmm.
kind of kid. And as
Yeah.
you gained up in levels and through the storyline, he could transform into
Mm-hmm.
different things with different like fire emblems, different crystals and stuff. So that was one.
Mm-hmm.
Um and I think Final Fantasy 7 is what really hooked.
Final Fantasy VII
I
is
still play Final
pretty
Fantasy
pretty
7,
good.
the original.
The bunnies are what I think it's Final Fantasy X when they had the bunnies. Which one was it?
Um I think that was 8 or 9, not 10, but it might have been 11 too.
Yeah,
I stopped after 10. After 10 they got weird.
those bunnies. Those
You
bunnies.
got like
Woo.
you like them cottontails.
I'm fucking a right. So for me, it was a mix of things. Because I really enjoyed, of course, as a little kid, I was watching, I was playing WrestleFest. It's an
I remember
archaic game
that.
where like old school Hulk Hogan and Andre the
Yeah.
Giant, and like
That was
where
back
it's
on like
completely
Super
different. You
Nintendo,
have
wasn't it?
one, like I think it was
Oh
Super
yeah.
Nintendo, and then there's also the original Madden.
Now that's a classic. That's a classic.
The
One
original.
game that I really loved probably wasn't the one that
Hmm.
got me hooked. Virtual Fighter
Hmm.
on
That's a good one.
Sega. Like the
That's a good one.
old school Sega,
Okay.
yeah, Virtual Fighter, that was my shit, dude. I remember me and my buddy Josh in school used to
Okay.
fuck with that hardcore.
Okay. And a Fatal Four, the best game out of these four: Virtual Fighter, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, or Tekken.
Mm. That's a hard one. I spent hundreds of hours playing Tekken in the arcade I used to work at. But
Mm-hmm.
I me and my dad used to stay up late at night playing Street Fighter. So I'm gonna have to go Street Fighter, Tekken, 1 and 2.
About who would be the
Street Fighter. Street Fighter.
number one?
Yeah, Street
Street
Fighter.
Fighter. Street. I had a
You had a crush on Chun Li.
I had a crush.
Those
Those
thighs,
fucking
but dude,
legs.
that's why I'm a thigh guy, dude. Like that's why I'm a leg guy.
Yeah,
You give me all the ass and tits in the world, but I'm a thigh guy.
yeah. Like she could fuck up Zangief
I'm
with
a thigh
those
guy,
legs.
definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with
Oh,
Street
I'll,
Fighter.
I'll take a thigh. Yeah, for me, I got hooked with Madden, the earliest Madden, WrestleFest. But going on into the PlayStation side of things, uh, what was it? Tomb Raider, oh square
Pointy
titties
titties,
herself.
the whole polygon titties. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking Laura
the
Croft.
polygon titties. Yeah, and then Crash
Twisted
Bandicoot.
Metal.
Yes, that was a good
Twisted
one
Metal 1 and
too.
2 is my shit, dude. I love that crap.
Yeah, like what was the name of the dude that got like was fucking um
Sweet
the
Tooth.
clown? Yeah, Sweet
Yeah.
Tooth, badass
Sweet
dude,
Tooth was that
badass
was
dude.
my that and Axel. Axel, the dude with the fucking he was literally the car. He just had his arms in the wheels and shit.
And I would have to say, of course, old school Raw is War WWE
Dude,
type
I
of
like
stuff
the
too.
NWO one. NWO versus
Okay,
what
yeah,
was it? Yeah, that one.
WCW. Yeah, it was until later on, like Backstage Assault, to where everything got looked all
Yeah.
fucky wucky.
The faces got like the
It looked
faces already looked weird, but they got
bad.
worse.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan, what you gonna do, brother?
Long R.
Hello,
It's one of
cancellation.
my tisms.
Cancelled. So, okay, next question. Goku or One Punch Man,
Goku and
and
shut up.
why? Well, you gotta name why.
Goku. That's it. That's it. Goku.
Okay.
Goku has. Okay,
Wait a minute.
so if One Punch Man does not kill Goku, and we already know that Goku is a motherfucking badass and has been blown up several times and still can fucking live on. So if One Punch Man does not kill Goku, Goku gets up and his body
Mhm.
starts to recover. You know, Saiyans get stronger every time they get close to death. So if One Punch Man doesn't
Yeah.
kill him, Goku's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Then One Punch Man isn't going to stand a fucking chance until Goku rips off his head and shuts down his throat. Enough said. Plus, you have God Goku.
But
You have
Saitama
God
is
Goku, though.
yeah, but okay, but Saitama has already one punched a god and killed
I
off a god.
mean, maybe that guy was a pussy. I don't know.
Hi. A god to god,
Hey,
okay?
yeah, well, fucking Zeus. Like, God of War, Zeus. Come on now. Cut his head right off. Cut his head right off.
Speaking of which, I can't wait to play that game.
I'm gonna have to start from the first one with Atreus because I have not played that one yet. So I'm gonna get
Atreus
God
is
of War and then God of War Ragnarok.
Atreus to me seemed like that pre-teen type of annoyance attitude, little bitch that you want to slap around.
Yeah,
I said it as a joke before. There's going to be another God of War. There was going to be another God of War title saying God of War. Atreus gets fucked up around, like slapped around.
Atreus gets slapped around. That's great.
Like yeah, like God of War.
I've seen
Atreus fucks
video
around and
of it.
finds out.
So when I used to work, when I lived out in Florida, I worked for a company that did electroblading, and like I couldn't use my phone, but like didn't want to listen to music all day. I could like use my phone for that. I had to keep a headphone out, but I would listen to audiobooks because music would get
Mhm.
boring. And I listened to the God of War audiobook. So I know the story of that game. It was
Yeah,
a it was a audiobook adaptation of that game, pretty much. Badass audiobook. And I was like, "Oh, I got to play this." And then I started seeing it like other people play it. So I want to play that one, but I want to play the new one, and I can't bring myself to watch people on Twitch that I normally watch because they're playing it.
yeah. And here's the thing. Yeah,
It's like,
for
don't
going back to the
spoil it.
original question, I would have to choose Saitama as much as I love Goku, because the sole fact that so much of what Saitama's abilities kind of, to me at least, it is uh, undiscovered, because he hasn't really truly getting mad that much, as to where Goku has to rely getting very very mad to like on release like that, all that anger and power.
True. An addendum to this question though is I've only seen
Oh, you're
one
missing out.
season of One Punch
After
Man,
this,
so
after
like
this,
I don't know anything past that first season.
after this, I'll send you a link as to like a Saitama video,
Yeah, like
like
that's
how
kind of like
badass this dude is.
where I've ended. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I don't doubt it.
So,
Like
okay, what is your favorite, current favorite anime, and why?
my current favorite anime,
Yeah.
I can't say that I have one currently. Um I've been watching My Hero Academia, and I started going back through Bleach because
Okay.
again, like only got to see Bleach through the first season, and then didn't
Mm-hmm.
have cable for a long time. So I didn't really get a lot of Bleach in. So I'm kind of going back on that. Um, but I've been watching Invader Zim,
Invader
like
Zim.
the original cartoon series. Invader Zim is where I've been at lately.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, that's like junior high.
Yeah. I've been
That's a
watching a
classic.
whole bunch. I've been watching a whole bunch of reruns, especially of, everyone's gonna shudder when I kind of say this, Full Metal Alchemist
I like Full Metal
Brotherhood.
Alchemist.
Full
I
Metal
li-
Alchemist
I
Brotherhood.
haven't watched. I haven't. Oh wait, that's with the two boys, right?
Yeah, well, that's when the I think that's one. Okay, remember the one where the daughter dies and then it morphs with the dog's
Yeah,
DNA.
yeah. So I can give you three of my favorite all-time animes: Rurouni
Uh huh.
Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Ronin Warriors. Old school 1980s Ronin Warriors, not the new ones.
That's a good one. Gundam. I showed you the one of the statue,
Oh
right?
fuck, Gundam! Yeah. Oh my god, I love Gundam. Yeah, that I love Gundam. I mean,
I showed you the statue, right? Yeah.
yeah, that shit's bad. I want a Gundam for Christmas.
I think I would have to say Gundam, the original Dragon Ball, but to go up to speed as to more recent times, I guess Attack on Titan.
I never so much got an Attack on Titan.
It's
I
just
mean,
basically
the animation's
Gundam
good.
with humans.
Naked humans that are always in pain. Um,
Yeah.
the animation's good. I'll give it that. It was the storyline was just like, all right, I'll go with it.
All right. The next question: the most favorite gun that you have or haven't shot yet, and why?
My favorite's gonna be my 40. I've just I've had Glocks before, but they've all been nines. Um, but I'd never
Mm-hmm.
had a 40 Glock, so I think my 40 caliber Glock is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It's just got that thump to it, you know. You've shot your 40. It's just like a don't.
Yeah,
It's right up there with that 45.
it is pretty nice. It is pretty nice the whole 40. But for me, I will say this: Triarch 2011. It runs
Yeah,
so smooth,
yeah.
so fucking smooth. It is that, and that's probably one of the reasons why I was like, okay, my heart. Who came in my pants? That's what I thought as soon as I said that. Who came in
There
my
was a
pants?
I was watching Garand Thumb last night, and I can't remember, but it was an Armalite, but it was belt fed. It was one of the belt fed Armalites, and you
Mm-hmm.
can own those because it's a semi-automatic belt fed weapon, so it's not fully automatic. As a civilian in certain states, you can own one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which states those are. I'm sure it's Florida. um, I'm sure
Yeah.
you can get one of those in Florida. But as a civilian, you can own a semi-automatic belt-fed weapon, and I think I'm gonna agree with Garand Thumb on this. I think it's a very plausible platform because it's meant. The upper is a fully. I mean, the barrel and stuff is the same one that you would find on a 249. The upper is just semi-automatic, and it's a regular AR-15 lower,
Mm-hmm.
just a standard AR-15 lower. Um, you can have that, and you can still have suppressing fire. It's not feasible. It's not prone to breaking down more often because of the heat of the cyclic cycle that it produces. So you have a stronger barrel, more rounds
Mm-hmm.
downrange before it's likely to break down. That's exactly what Garand Thumb said. That and if you do run out of boxed ammo,
Mm-hmm.
you can take your regular M4 magazines and put it right up in the mag well because it's a mag fed belt pretty much. It's a beautiful thing. Look it up.
I'm working in the. I'm working. I'm looking into more into like the SOT side of things, to
Yeah.
where I get full automatic. That's why I'm really wanting that
Oh,
full
Jesus
automatic 50
Christ, that's
BMG.
like fuck you, fuck the five guys behind you, fuck your cover, and then fuck your shoulder.
Fuck
Fuck the guy
everyone
six
that I
blocks
am not
away.
trying to save. Yeah, I said it. Fuck everyone that I am not trying to save. YouTube, that I,
You know, a
because in
Modus.
pretext that I would
I
be
want a
trying to
Modus.
save people for that purpose.
Put a Modus on the top of my house.
Yeah, that's not bad. The
It's
Modus is
more
pretty
hammer, get in
fun.
the crow's nest.
Yeah. All
Played football for a little bit. That was fun.
right. So, what
Actually,
was your favorite
ROTC.
sports
ROTC
or
was my favorite,
activity to
like
do growing
academic
up?
kind of thing to do. Um, that's what kind of pushed me over. Yeah, yeah, they did like so. Mesa, Arizona is like a big wrestling area, surprisingly, or it was back when I was in school. So like they taught you like Greco-Roman wrestling and stuff in
But there were
ROTC,
some combatives in there, right? If I'm
and then I did
correct,
color guard too.
because I've never been.
I
Yeah,
wasn't color guard in high school. I was actually ROTC color guard. So I was a rifle twirler. Hmm.
color guards. If of course, you know
Yeah,
the
I was a
ex-wife
rifle
was
twirler, right rifle.
color
Yep.
guard in high school too. But yeah, I from. Oh yeah. Oh okay. So yeah, I know quite a few people that joined with me in the Marine
Hmm.
Corps. That was JROTC,
Hmm.
color guard.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. That's pretty fun. For me, it was with
Yeah.
the It was more sports or like athletics. For me, it was always football or
Sorry.
martial arts.
Yeah. I
And I've done
no. This is
some
the
wrestling too.
Celsius.
Wrestling was really fun.
It's basically just flavored sparkling
Like
water.
that was it for me.
But
It
it
was very
accelerates
much like
metabolism, burns
combative.
body fat, and since I stopped drinking soda so much, started drinking this, I've lost 15 pounds.
That old
Okay.
man juice.
Actually, ugh,
Mm-hmm.
25 pounder.
Yeah,
Not yet. Not yet.
nice.
Not with a
I've
25.
gained nothing but muscle.
I can do it right. I'll try to do one right now.
Don't show your nipples. Don't show your
That's as far as I
nipples.
can get it.
Okay,
I plan on getting
can
some
you
more
do
so I can work
butterfly
up
curls
to
with
it.
it? Can
So
you go out like
I'm just
this?
getting back into it, you
I
know?
see. Can you try to do one? Have you tried to do one? Like, go out straight like this?
Don't ask me this question.
Gosh.
Oh, don't ask me. I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
because
So
I know I'm going to regret this one day because I know that
who
he's
would you
actually doing
fight in a
this now.
YouTube competition?
Jake Paul. But
I
he's been
already did.
knocking out some people lately. So, like, I know I would eat that one. But it's
Who?
just
Like
like,
who? Come
someone's
on.
got to humble him. Like, I give him credit for his knockouts. Although I think he's fighting people who are a little bit out of their league now. Um,
Hmm.
I would love to see Jake Paul go up against Canelo.
Dude.
I just
Hmm.
I think Jake Paul needs to understand where he came from, what he's doing, and what he's accomplishing. He's putting a target on himself regardless, and someone is gonna humble him.
Yeah.
I get that boxing is a lot of shit talking, but a lot of shit talking can get you fucked up.
Okay. That'd be a
I
good
would
one.
also like to see him fight Nate Diaz.
Hmm.
Yeah. Or Ryan. Yeah, I fucking hate that. I don't hate the kid. I hate his parents for what they've done. Do you know I
So
had a
after the
child
Nate
the same
Diaz
time he
fight,
was a
you would want
child?
to
And it's like,
fight Jake
all
Paul.
I heard was, it's Ryan. I'm like, I want to break the tablet. I want to break the phone. Fuck, it's my phone.
Ryan, the kid that made toy reviews.
No, okay, no. Okay, I take it back. I don't want to fight Ryan. I want to fight his dad. I want to
Article
fight Ryan's dad.
1776 podcast. We got Scottsdale over here. On the other side, we got
Ryan's dad.
Battle of the Dad
Like, what did you
Bods.
do that for?
Battle of the Dad Bods.
What, hey, I don't have a dad, but I have a father figure. No, but it's like, come on, man. You exploited the shit out of your kid. Like, I get that he enjoyed it, but I still think that you exploited the shit out of him. I mean, yeah, it sets the kid up for a great future when he's 18. He's got all that money he can spend if they don't blow it first. But fuck, come on, dude. There's better
There's
ways.
one guy. Oh my god. There's one guy I would kind of want to fight just to see the entrance alone, and that's
I want to see it.
Ricky Berwick. just to see Ricky on his mobilized scooter that says Red Bull has wings on it, and he just kind of
Yo, at least a kid can at least try to kick me in the nuts. You're trying to fight Ricky Berwick.
Ricky Berwick just go jump up on my back, go no. Just latch onto me as I'm running across the whole entire ring.
I think you would tap. I think you would fall to the ground and tap after that. Just I think you would tap. I think you would tap. I bet $1,000 you would tap after that. You get Ricky Berwick and you're going, nom, 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 nom. Yeah, you're done. Anybody's done. Fucking Jake Paul's done. As soon as Ricky Berwick jumps on Jake Paul's back and goes no 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 no, fight over, fight
I
over,
just see.
no cap. That's what they say,
Yeah,
right? No cap.
that's what the
That's what they
kids say.
say. No no
Oh
cap.
my god, I'm just picturing in my head right now, and just Ricky Berwick's entrance alone.
That his OnlyFans thing that you sent
Yeah,
me today. I was like, "Ugh. I love you, Ricky, but Ricky Berwick, I'm sorry, I love you, buddy, but oh,
uh, oh, that would be a match to see. Just me going up and like going up against something and going no 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 no. All right.
all he does is like try to go for your ankles, and I'm on the floor. I've tapped. I'm not even in the fight. I've tapped.
Him just scooting up across the ring, just trying to climb up on top of you. Eat it, bitch, and trying to force feed his nipple into you.
Ain't it, bitch? I love you, Ricky. We're not making fun of you, by the way.
Ricky's awesome. Ricky, if you guys don't know, Ricky
He really
Berwick is
is.
absolutely hilarious and a wonderful, wonderful dude.
He's a fucking national treasure, that man.
Fucking hilarious. If you go watch some of his TikToks, holy shit. I just want to see that just alone. Yeah.
Ricky Berwick.
I think I kind of know the answer to this next question.
Go with it.
What's your favorite alcohol beverage currently? Yep, I
Moonshine.
knew that one. Apple pie.
Always. It will always. I can't say I have a favorite. When it comes to moonshine, I don't have a favorite. Moonshine, give it to me. You can put 3 different moonshines in front of me, and I want yes.
Yes. By the way, to me, I don't know if it's on your end, but your camera seems kind of foggy or
It might be my lights.
like
Let me
a little bit better.
feel bright. I'm gonna next one. I'll try a different light setup over here. I have another fluorescent tube light that's under
Next
all
time you
this
see
shit.
this, you can see what I mean, though. Like,
Yeah, it could be this
yeah,
camera too, though. Like, I mean,
a
better.
little bit. All right.
Yeah.
But for my favorite, pre-sponsor us, Letslingers whiskey.
Leadslingers is
Yeah,
good, dude.
Letslingers is pretty good. I remember, I think it was the first time that you ever tried it. You was like, "Oh, it's so smooth. It's pretty good."
Yeah, that was at a
Yeah.
funeral.
Oh God.
We had a funeral, standing in the parking lot, just drinking
Yeah.
Leadslingers.
America. Why not?
It was good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
But yeah.
Fuck that guy, but
Yeah.
good times.
Not the guy at the funeral, but
No, not that guy. Okay. Let me redact that. Not the dead guy. The dead guy was cool. The guy that we were drinking with. Fuck that guy.
I was like,
Fuck that guy. We're at a funeral drinking whiskey. Fuck that guy. And I think the only reason I said fuck that guy nonchalantly is because I knew you knew who I was talking about.
Oh, I knew, but
Not the dead guy. Not the dead guy.
I knew.
Oh,
That was funny though.
oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna let's have a drink. Fuck you. No.
Let's have a drink. Fuck that guy.
right.
See, you know what? And I say fuck that guy because he could be here right now doing this with us. But fuck that guy.
He made his like here's everyone makes their fucking choice and they're so stuck in their fucking echo chamber. You have free will, but
You have
it's
free
the
will.
same
You're
thing.
able to do whatever you want.
You gotta learn to know, okay, maybe I'm in a certain position to where I'm at right now because of the simple fact that I have maybe made the wrong decisions and not willing to learn from other people or learn from
Absolutely.
my mistakes. And then, so bottom line, that fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck you, guy.
So,
You're not that guy.
all right. So right now, okay. So favorite genre of food to cook right now. I know it's a genre of music, but you know, I mean, like soul food, um,
Okay.
Thai, Mexican food.
I'm gonna have to go continental. Like I love cooking
Hmm.
steak. I love cooking on the
Hmm.
grill. I like smoking steak, smoking beef, smoking chicken, um, all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna have to go
But
continental.
also at the same time, wouldn't that be also considered soul food? Like, because you
Well,
can smoke up mashed potatoes. I mean, macaroni and cheese and stuff.
yeah, I guess. So a lot of times when we make steak, we also cut up like red
Hmm.
potatoes, fresh green beans, like the long style green beans that we get from the farmers market down the end of the road. We get fresh red potatoes from there. We put up some rosemary, some olive oil, a bunch of butter,
Yeah.
the potatoes, and I smoke that when I smoke the meats too. So, it's cooking at the same time it's
Hmm.
smoking. So you've had it before. I've smoked
Hmm.
chicken, the teriyaki pineapple chicken that we had that one
This
night.
man right here,
I
guys,
smoked that on the
guys, this
grill.
man right here, good smoker. And I'm, well, I mean,
I could have been a chef. I mean, I smoke good. No,
it
like,
depends upon what you
uh,
mean by smoking too, but and that the other smoke, I'll go on the other side. Anyways, yeah, it's amazing
yeah, it's
how some. It's speaking about smoking. It's amazing how some people haven't thought up of the idea of maybe we should lean more into legalizing marijuana. That's just me.
I actually have a screenshot that I can send you, and it
Hmm.
came from NPR,
Hmm.
and you know how democratic NPR is.
Hmm.
Apparently, Biden has already taken the first steps to federally decriminalizing marijuana across the country. Now, is it actually, like you said, doing anything? I don't know, but he's taking the first steps to doing that. I kind of feel that that would relieve a lot of tension in this world because I know some people who calm the fuck down about their shit when they're
Yeah,
stoned. So
I mean,
I think it can do a lot
VA
of
take a
good.
lesson. Hmm.
Obviously, yeah, obviously you're going to get some bad apples with the whole situation, but obviously it can do a
Hmm.
little bit of good at the same time.
Okay, so and
It
this is
just
where
depends.
I got really pissed off on this situation because of Veterans Day, and I've known about this news for a little bit. You aware what happened? Are you aware what's happening in the VA in Canada?
I know.
So our veterans to the north of us,
Uh huh.
if you call up saying that you're suffering from PTSD and depression and you're wanting help, that's a great thing. You're admitting to when you want to have help. We always
Yeah,
encourage that. Matter of fact, guys, if you guys have a problem that's going on in your life right now, to where you want to feel the need to talk to someone, always talk to us. You don't always do that. Come up on our Twitch or
absolutely.
anything else like that. But what really pissed me off, and fucking get this, there was a representative, not a well, VA representative in Canada
Hmm.
that received a call from a Canadian veteran. Though he's saying that he's suffering from depression, PTSD, all this and that, and he's seeking for some help. There's a there's a procedure up there called MAID. I'm not going to go throughout the whole entire acronym, but it's basically offering euthanization to a veteran that is having trouble with depression and PTSD. What the
That's
fuck,
not right.
Canada?
That's not right. Look,
What the fuck?
I've I've said this before. My career did not go anywhere near as far as yours or Pop
Yeah,
Colonel's did. Um, but I can guarantee you that you still being here, the world is a better place
yeah,
for it. Um, because you've already seen the things that can happen in this world. Um, I know that a lot of veterans come home and they're not the same. And I think, regardless of what country you've served in, whether you've served in Germany, Australia, Britain, France, US, Canada, um, I definitely feel you deserve to be treated with a little more respect than that.
yeah. And here's the thing too, in that I did a little bit of studies on it.
That's just sad, bro.
They
That's just sad.
they said that they were going to bring it up back. This is back in July when the issue happened. They said that they were going to bring it up in the meeting in September. That was the meeting was supposed to happen 2 weeks ago. The person's still working there. Whether I don't know if it's because of if it's by protocol that the person offered it, or whether if they offered it by suggestion. I don't know that, but
I think it's retarded
yeah,
either way. I just That's not something that
I,
should be done. Like, these people are fighting for your freedoms and countries, and you're going to offer them
yeah,
euthanization. I've got an
yeah.
issue with that.
I no, but that's what I'm saying is like I'm not gonna blame it solely upon the person that brought it up because it might be part of protocol because of what
That whole program should be
Yeah,
abolished.
left. I'll say this: it should be left for more responsible situations, and not where it's procrastinated.
I mean,
If you get what I'm saying,
I've got I've got my own personal views on,
yeah,
on self sleep.
yeah,
Um, I've got my own personal, like, opinions against it. I I feel sorry for the people who
yeah,
do it, because they miss out on a
mm-hmm,
lot. I feel even worse for the people that it
mm-hmm,
affects, because you know that I have young family members
yeah,
affected by that. Um, and those people, they lose out on a lot, and the victims, the people left behind, lose out on a lot too. And then it's left to other people to pick up the pieces, and it can be a difficult task. And I'll speak from firsthand, knowledge of that. It can be difficult. A lot of trust is lost along that
yeah,
path. Um, and it's hard for somebody new to pick up that trust. Um, and I just think it's I just think it's wrong myself. But that's me.
mm-hmm,
I'm me. I'm me. Okay. I don't think anybody should do it. Um, there's a lot more to life than what's bothering you at that
mm-hmm,
moment. Um, and it can be hard to see. I've had my bouts with depression. And then I look to the things that I have to be grateful for, and this is the season to especially this is the month to especially realize those things. Like, I have my daughter, I have my family, my fiance, my stepsons. I have a great business partner and best friend. Um, I've got a good community on Twitch that I'm working with, and I've met some great people the last couple months. Pop Curdle and Zenzo, J is for Jess, and I get to go out into the wilderness and spend time out in the woods where I like to be if I'm not at home. And I think that everybody just needs to find their little bit of happiness and try to hold on to that.
yeah. I agree. And just a split second, I'm gonna go back to it here, but uh, our new editor, go show him some love. Zenzo, filmed by Zenzo, awesome dude. Uh, New editor. I was so excited for this. What we're doing for the podcast, but to go back into what you're saying, there are people that would do 22 push-ups. So I get it. It's just show signal that 22 veterans die a day from suicide. I get it. Okay, message put across. But fuck the push-ups. Fuck the push-ups. Fucking just get up and actually call up upon a yeah,
Talk
like
to a
talk to a
veteran.
dude. It's like, hey, how are you doing today? What's going on? What's going on in your life? And on the other side, yeah, if
Yeah.
the person that feels comfortable with like reaching out, uh, of course, they're not going to always want to speak out about it. But for what people have to realize is that when you ask of a person how their day is, they can lie, but they know in the back of their head that that person cares about them and how they're feeling and how their mental health is.
Yeah, at least somebody
Yeah.
asked. Yeah.
So
I
that's the way I feel about it.
keep going.
Fuck,
No,
fuck.
no, uh, fuck. No, I think you're totally right. Like even yeah, I have a friend of mine who's he seems pretty
Mhm.
depressed sometimes on Facebook, and I reach out to him. He doesn't necessarily reach back too much, but like I hope he knows that like I care about his ass and I'm thinking about him, and he's got a little growing
Yeah,
out too. He's buying his first house, and life is hard. But if you go into life knowing that life is
mhm.
hard, you shouldn't have such a hard time.
I just want to basically say, fuck you, Trudeau.
Yeah, that dude can take a long walk off a
There
short
you go.
cliff.
So, which perfectly transitions me into something like this. The next question: what's the reason why Article 1776 clothing was started?
Well, so Article 1776 actually was a brainchild that we started about eight
Yeah.
years ago in a small kitchen, and it had a number of topics that we wanted to touch. Um, a lot of a lot of the people who originally started the whole brainchild were
Mhm.
veterans or law enforcement of some
Mhm.
capacity. Um, one thing that we wanted to bring light was a veteran suicide, b veteran homelessness, and the whole PTSD factor. The second thing was to definitely help out those charities that support veterans, law enforcement, fire departments, first responders, EMTs,
Yeah.
all that. Um, and I think the biggest fuck you, Nat. I think the biggest portion to that was to basically morally support the backbone of America, which is basically the blue collar everyday Americans that make and run. Don't get me wrong, you run this
Mhm.
fucking country. Because without us, politicians don't make their fucking
Mhm.
money. Um, we have a very huge discord in we don't make shit in America anymore.
Yeah.
And I think we need to start putting American asses in American jobs. So I think there's honestly a multifaceted reason why we started this.
I'm just funny, like big reason that you're reaching for the net. What the fuck?
Fuck, get the fuck off! I'm trying to be goddamn stoic here. Shit.
Fuck you, Nat. So
um,
to
God,
kind of for me, it was the reason why I was helping, like starting this whole thing off, is to go to prove that for anyone that is going through depression or anything else like that, because I'm like I have my depressing times too. I go through my moments of like PTSD, but I also it's also great to have like the help, like the close circle of friends, like at Scottsdale. Everyone, Twitch. It's, some people in Twitch, in the veteran community. It's always healthy to have that help and that kind of that group that would always be your health line, I would say, of people that would kind of put you back into
mhm.
that one type of mental healthy
Gives you something to
stability.
focus
Yeah,
on.
so that's one of the reasons, because I want to show that if people think that they can do it, they can do it. It's just
Definitely.
basically is if you put your mind to it, leave out all the toxins, leave out, just remain focused upon you, and that's what the message that I was trying to set up forth.
I had no idea how to start a business, and look
Yeah,
at us now.
exactly, exactly. So, and I think I have a feeling on this one
I got a feeling.
Woo-hoo! That was perfect sync. So, uh, what kind of gun would you first start Gabby to try and shoot first?
Ruger 22.
That's not a bad. Okay, that's a good one. I was thought you were gonna go more along the lines of Glock, shit, something for 22 that
No,
Glock shoots.
Ruger 22, completely
Okay,
empty. See, that's
yeah,
my eyeball. Yeet. But probably this one.
there you go.
Little Ruger 22, no recoil. Very little recoil. Um, in her hands. So, but probably not for another like 2 or 3 years. But definitely a Ruger 22 to
Uh
start
huh.
off with. As she gets older, move her to like a nine
I can
maybe.
I can see that. But you know what company isn't afraid to shoot from the hip?
Fucking Article 1776,
Bam,
motherfucker.
right there. I'm pretty sure Zenzo, leave the imagery, everything of Article 1776, whatever you can, right up on the screen. Let them know that we speak the words of freedom, no matter if you're left, right, independent. Scottsdale, give them your socials.
Scottsdale 87 on Twitch and Twitter. You can find me at Scottsdale underscore 87 on Instagram.
What about, you said Twitch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll be able to find me at twitch.tv /MK Warhammer 0311. You can also find me on Instagram at Instagram.com /Article 1776 clothing, no spacing in between. Go copy off the Clothes of Freedom today. This month we're actually donating to Project Steel.
I almost said the Steel Project again. I'm horrible.
Project Steel, wonderful organization that is helping out with homeless veterans. Last time we donated over there, we helped out with a homeless female veteran and her two kids renovating a house or renovating an apartment. I'm sorry, it was. But it's a beautiful, beautiful organization. Go get your Clothes of Freedom today. You guys, want to say thank you so much. We love y'all and freedom the fuck
Thank you
on.
very much.
Freedom the fuck on.